Milford is a charming river town located just off the Nispillion River and straddling the line between Kent and Sussex County. It's approximately 25 miles south of Dover and 20 miles north of the closest beaches. And as of 2024, Milford is host to 13,948 residents, which may come as a surprise because as of 2020, that number has increased 4.96%, which was 11,310 residents, which lines right up with a study that was just done that showed that Milford is our fastest growing city. Throughout the entire state, Milford is growing at the fastest pace, faster than Middletown, Wilmington, even areas of the beaches. Milford has 5 schools within its school district, 63 restaurants within its town limits, and a 21-acre medical facility that is top of the line being built by Bayhealth on the south side of Milford that is scaling through its 21 acres, building by building. And if you're one of these 3 types of people, Milford, Delaware might be a home for you. Let's get into the first person. It's the Homegrown Hero. The Homegrown Hero was raised in Delaware. They know Delaware. They know the back roads. They know the routes. They know the ways around Delaware. An example of somebody like this would be me. I got here when I was 6 years old. I didn't travel here by myself. My parents brought me. They were in the military, Air Force. Father would retire as a 21-year Air Force veteran and now works with the Loft team, helping people buy and sell, just like you. Say hi, Jeff.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jeff. Have a great day.
And we would be raised right in downtown Felton, which is right in central Delaware, for the next 15 years. And when it came time to move out of Felton, Delaware, I knew I wanted to stay in Delaware. So I ended up buying my first house in Dover on Pickering Beach Road. My wife and I would then sell that home and get closer to where we wanted to be, which is right in, that's right, Milford, Delaware. I'm one of them. I'm a homegrown lover of Delaware that has chosen Milford as my spot. Why? I believe there's 4 reasons why. Number 1, Milford is the center of it all without the hubbub of it all. What do I mean by that? I can get up to Dover, which is another big sector of things to do, restaurants and shopping, and or down to the beaches in a similar amount of time, giving me access to really 3 big sectors of Delaware, being Milford, Central Delaware, and Dover, all the way down to the beaches, all within an under 30-minute span. Milford's also located strategically between Route 13 and Route 1, and Milford buds its own route called Route 113, giving you lots of different travel options for getting south during those high traffic seasons and you want to find ways to avoid it, or get up north, whether you want to go Route 1 all the way straight up through to Wilmington, or you go through Route 13 to get to Arrington, Felton, up through Camden, Wyoming, eventually meeting back up with Route 1. Number 2, affordable housing. The median home is selling in Milford in 2024 for between $335,000 and $350,000, with new construction options between D.R. Horton, K. Hovanian, and other local builders in the mid-3 to high-3 zones. And with the median home in America right now selling for $410,000, that means it is a more affordable housing option, even if you hear those numbers and you're like, well, I want a $200,000 home. Sorry, Delaware is pretty much fresh out of those. But the under median for the country is still extremely accessible. And in Milford especially, you can get a lot of bang for your buck. Number 3 is Milford's economically expanding. We have new restaurants popping up in downtown Dover, new businesses popping up along the outskirts. And overall, the median income in Milford, Delaware since 2022 is actually up 11%, meaning that residents within Delaware, relocators into Delaware are making more money, bringing more money into the local economy and growing the great town of Milford. And I want to be a part of that. And number 4, as a local, you'll know the events, the downtowns, the homegrownness all comes with being able to see the other people that are in it. You may be a homebody and things like, I don't want anything to do with anybody else. I order my pizza on the app. I tell DoorDash to ring the bell and put it on the porch and go away. I don't want to see anybody. That's fine. I do occasionally, and the events that Milford, Delaware run are fun for the family, for the friends. It's not let's just go out and hang out just for the heck of it. They put on an organized, fun time. I won't sit here and list them. We've done events before, and if you'd like to know all the events in Delaware, we have our Delaware guide. Download that. It has 100+ events throughout the state of Delaware. I immediately think about the Bug and Bud and the Ladybug festivals. I think about these things that have been staples in downtown Milford, and as a Delawarean, I love to see it. So the first person looking to move into Delaware might be someone who already lives in Delaware, a homegrown. But you might find yourself as someone outside of Delaware looking in. You might be number two. Number two are those looking to relocate. The relocators from out of state into state normally have 5 reasons they're doing so, and I don't really hear any other reasons other than these 5. Number 1's the central location. You want to be near Philly, you want to be near New York, you want to be near Baltimore, Annapolis. I hear you. You can do that and be in Delaware. In Milford, Delaware specifically, you're 35 minutes from Rehoboth Beach, you're an hour and 15 minutes from Wilmington, you're just under 3 hours from New York City, and an hour 45 to get to Philly. And Washington, D.C., 2-hour drive. Baltimore is a 1 hour and 45-minute drive in case you need to get to the airport. Number 2 is the affordability. If you're coming from Jersey, you're coming from New York, you're coming from really anywhere in the Northeast, you're going to find that Delaware is more affordable. From housing to shopping to taxes, your housing is going to be cheaper. The insurance you pay, the taxes you pay, the actual mortgage you end up having to fork out each month will be lower. The shopping, you're not going to have taxes on your day-to-day shopping. And if you're coming from areas like New York and New Jersey, the cost of the items is simply less. Walking out of the grocery store simply costs less. Number 3 is outdoor and rec. Hear this one a lot. We have a lot of parks. We have a lot of beaches. We have a lot of trails, lakes, rivers. Fun stuff to do outside of the house away from a screen. The 4th one I hear is actually political. It's usually that we're kind of politically relaxed. A lot of places up in the Northeast can be a bit more on the political marker, and Delaware kind of sits in the middle. Now, of course, there's policy that's cared about, both local, county, statewide, and federally, but you'll see that Delaware on a map is a blue state, even though you'll really only see heavily blue populated areas in Wilmington and down in the beaches. The rest of the areas typically form into these rural type Republican bluey kind of just apolitical areas. So a lot of people do find themselves moving in from areas that maybe are a bit frustrating or just all over the place politically, and they just kind of want to get away from it. Delaware has been that place for a lot of people. And number 5 is schools. If you're looking at Appoquinimink, if you're looking at Cape Henlopen, if you're looking at the Indian River school districts, these are all great, but the Milford school district has come a long way with the residents making more money, the population growing. There's simply more tax dollars flowing in the town of Milford, and the school district continues to utilize it wisely. The sports programs, the education programs, and like I said, even the special education programs are renowned overall in Delaware, but Milford, Delaware specifically, this district is doing really well. So the first person moving into Milford, Delaware is our homegrown. The second is our relocator, somebody who, like yourself, might be looking from the Northeast to come into Delaware. But what about someone who's looking to not move the family in? What about somebody who maybe like yourself is sitting there like, it's myself, it's my spouse, we're nearing retirement, I'm ready to just be done with it, I want to see a beach, I want to relax, I want to have some land. Number 3 is the retiree. If you're someone looking to retire in, there's normally 4 reasons you're looking to do so. Number 1, like the relocators, it is simply a more affordable option than Jersey, than New York, than Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Maine. Name them all, they're more expensive than Delaware. Number 2, the new construction opportunity in Delaware, because we are a budding and growing state that many people are just now realizing is one of the best retirement states. By the way, let's put it up. We were actually named the best state to retire to, and seeing as Milford is the fastest growing city, this may be the best city to retire to in the best state to retire to. Just saying. And so the new construction opportunity is plentiful in 3 different ways. 1, the builder that you can walk into and say, hi, I have a dream. I want to get some land. I want to build the perfect property. We want to build it the exact way that we want it. And we want to have it where we want it. That is something you can definitely do. And if you want to know the builders that can do that, just shoot me a text. I'll send you that list of builders. Number 2 is you don't have a game plan, but you don't want to use one of those big builders. So I have a list of people who actually locally have land, have lots, sometimes 5, 6 lots, sometimes an acre or more per lot. And they will have some plans that you can pick from that you can obviously customize on lots they already have. This usually ends up being a benefit for you because 1, it ends up being a little bit more time efficient, and 2, ends up being a bit more price efficient, a little bit cheaper. And the third way you can build is walking into one of these national builders, a K. Hovanian, a D.R. Horton, a Ryan Homes, please don't. And you get the opportunity to look at what they have on the market, what they have available for sale. D.R. Horton oftentimes having homes that are ready to go and walk into. And a lot of times you can get great benefits in money in your pocket, great benefits in your closing costs being paid for, great benefits in a lower mortgage payment. But you do get sometimes the con that could come with one of these national builders, Ryan. Number 3, you want to relax, you want to retire. So the proximity to the beaches from Milford can't beat it. Because let me give you a secret. If you want to live in Lewis, you want to live in Harbison, you want to live in Milton, you want to live in Bethany, Ocean View, Rehoboth, all the way down the Fan, let me give you a big secret. A big secret no one's going to tell you before you move in. If you live in one of those areas, you are living in an area of high seasonal traffic. So if you want to be in the beaches, to be at the beaches, because you physically want to go to the beaches and go to the restaurants and do the shopping, I suggest one of 2 options. 1, I suggest living in a town like a Milford that allows you the ability to not be on top of the hubbub, but be able to enter the hubbub when you so choose. And you also get to take advantage of the off season when everything is still open and not as many people are down there and you're only 30 minutes away. And of course, the off season when nobody's there, but the restaurants and the shopping and everything's still fun and open, you're only 20 minutes up the road. But if the beaches are calling you a little bit stronger, my second suggestion is getting a home that is in Lewis, that is in Rehoboth, that allows you to not have to drive as much, that allows you to bike, walk, get a horse and buggy, not have to go through all of the traffic and hubbub that comes with hot times in the weekend, in the summer at the Delaware beaches. I tell people all the time, Milford, Delaware is the best hack for being near but not on top of the beaches because you're right on Route 1. It's a really good move. And the fourth reason someone might look to retire, not just to Delaware, but to Milford, Delaware, is the access to high quality medical facilities. The Bayhealth Sussex Campus is beautiful, recently built in the last 5 years and on 21 acres that is being built facility by facility by facility to build a medical campus that rivals the AIs and the BBs throughout our state. So being near and dear to the restaurants and the shopping and the beaches and the medical facilities is important to you, I would say Milford needs to be top on your radar. And as someone who's shooting this right here in Milford, I'd say this is a number that you need to text saying, Zach, I'm looking to do X. I'm looking to do it in Y time frame, and I'd love for you to be my agent. I would love to get those texts. Those are my favorite texts to get, honestly. And if you're just looking to get more information on the great state of Delaware, hit the subscribe button. It helps our algorithm. But if you're looking to move into Milford, Delaware, let's summarize it. We have homegrowns, relocators, and retirees. Which one are you? Comment below. I'm really interested, honestly, to hear what you have to say about which category you fall into, and if Milford, Delaware may solve the problems you're looking to have answered. My name is Zachary Faust. Been doing this for 8 years, a military veteran, and looking to serve you in moving into potentially Milford, Delaware. Have a dandy Delaware day, and I'll see you in our next video next Friday.